My name is Damaris and this is evidence number 3. The topic of this presentation is global citizenship. This starts with a global awareness. Globalization has allowed people to be more connected, even more with all the social media and the technologies that we have on hand. To many, this has opened the door to a new level of awareness that moves them to want to create a better world for all. Global citizens are people who take active roles in their local and international community by working with others to create a world that has these characteristics: to be more fair, to be more sustainable, and speaking about the environment, more secure for people that have a lot of crime situations and injustice in their cities, tolerance to people that do not think as the majority of the group does, and inclusion as well. Global citizenship it means that each person can make the choice of whether and how to practice it. For some, global citizenship means to carry out some activities locally, which I will talk about later. For some others, it means to go make a contribution in another country and experience other cultures firsthand. Global citizens activities. These are a list of some of the things you can do. First of all is voting. Everyone who is over 18 has the responsibility of doing critical research and seeing which candidates are gonna do something real about the things that they care about. The second one is volunteering. You can do that by going into animal rescue, some cleaning of your city or even the seashore. You can help on a lot of activities. The next one is activism. Many of these things are done looking forward to the um, equity on gender. And for example, you can also do that by going into strikes. I will talk about it later. Signing petitions. One that I read about was about asking the economy representative of the government of Britain to to offer economic support for those people that could not work in this pandemic due to it being some restaurants and so on. So we have to help those that are vulnerable. Um, to join demonstrations, there are some that are called climate strike, and it's Fridays for Future. They do it every week, and it's had some really significant efforts. And you don't always have to go big. Sometimes you can do everyday habits that have an impact on your environment, such as choosing organic food in certain markets, choosing organic clothing as well. There are some stores that sell it, and sometimes you can do it by choosing to walk or to take a ride on your bike instead of going on your car. And this really has an impact by doing it all together. What are the main values of a social activist or a global citizen? First of all is cultural empathy. You have to put yourself in somebody else's point of view and see their issues and their struggles, and then you can do something about it. Ethic decision making. Sometimes when you're doing this type of projects, it's not gonna be easy. Sometimes some people are gonna want to take advantage of those that cannot defend themselves. So you gotta do something. Critical thinking. It's really needed to make this type of projects. Collaboration and adaptability. It's done because you generally work in groups. So it really helps you to to face the challenges that come on your way along with your team. Creativity. Many of these issues are not going to be solved by the means we did before. We have to create something new. So here UNESCO is telling us that by being a global citizen, we must seek this list of things. First of all, human rights. We have to defend them. Religious pluralism helps us because everybody can decide what to believe in. Gender equity, poverty ending, preservation of cultures, and humanitarian assistance even in times of war. We have to prevent this type of conflicts and the use of mass destruction weapons as well. What are the challenges and obstacles? One of the things is the attitudes of resentment, xenophobia, and nationalism that we commonly see on the media, especially in America. There's a lot of hate against Muslim people after 9/11, but the truth is, they're they this community is not represented by criminals just like that. There are many people who wanna do good for this world and that are making a big impact, a positive one, and Americans don't like it and don't let them. Ignorance and intolerance that may hold people like this against vulnerable groups. For example, women, they don't get the chance to get into high positions. We have to fight for the chance to be there and to be able to make big decisions, not just men. And this would be the end of the presentation. Thanks for your time.